Hi guys, sfadish here. So, angle's weird because I want you to stare at my shirt. Yeah, I thought I'd never get one because I didn't have money when they came out and I thought they sold out. He was saying, yeah, I got like posters and magnets. Like, where, dude? Like, surprising amount of merch I don't have because I didn't know they still were selling because it says his old website on there. It says Ricky Official, which is not his website. His website is Ricky Rebel Rocks. So anyway, this is Ricky Rebel on my shirt. Should have said that first, but this is my channel, so if you don't know about Ricky Rebel, then I did something wrong. Yeah, so this is I have coined it lesbian era Ricky. This is Get It On, that music video. He's kind of progressed to who he is now with the blue hair, and he still sort of is. I mean, he's just very sexual. I love it. Speaking of merch, like, yeah, I have this. I don't know if you've seen this in a while. This is from the Geisha Dance set. The Geisha Dance video is going to be out soon. Anyway, so I saw Ricky yesterday. That's where I got this shirt. Nobody told me it was a big, like, PR event. I would have worn a different shirt. Because I thought it was going to be, like, the last time we went to Nola's. So I was like, okay, it's going to be chill. But there were, like, people in suits. And, like, I was like, oh, I'm not prepared for this at all. Yeah, so we were at Nola's again. We were there September 13th, so it was last month. It was funny because, like, the e-music guy, he was working on the Geisha Dance. I complimented him on it and told him to go on Ricky's YouTube to see the videos of the Geisha Dance so he could learn it. But yeah. So Nola's, which is a New Orleans place, we actually got retweeted by them, or I did, on the Rebel Street team. I thought that was really cool. So Ricky did like 2 sets. He did Get It On, which of course he always starts with, and he did Manipulator, which was a remix of like a remix. It was like, it had more dubstep in it. And it was really, really wonderful. I enjoyed it. It was so much fun. He got really into the dance moves. And then he did Somebody That I Used to Know, which, breaks my heart. Like, he was explaining, like, what the song meant to him, and it kind of, I really, like, identified in the same way with the song. My last relationship, when we broke up, she basically kicked me out of her life. Blocked me off of Facebook, blocked me off of Skype. She blocked my email. She blocked my number. She shoved me out of her life unceremoniously. With 2 texts. One said, this isn't going to work, and the other one said, this is my last text to you. I'm never going to speak to you again. And I had no chance in, like, fixing it. And when somebody promises to be, you know, like, a really big, important part of your life, and then, you know, they just shove you out of your life so unceremoniously, and you'd be like, nope, nope. She basically gave up, and that's how I identify with the song, and to kind of see, like, we both kind of relate to it in the same way was really cool. I mean, like, we're very similar as people, I think. I don't know. I really, really love this band. Like, it was so awesome. And I got to hear his sound check. There was a girl, like, sitting at a table in front of us. She left, and I feel bad. I hope I didn't scare her away because I was singing rather loudly to his sound check of Get It On. But I'm his #1 fan, so, I mean, I got quiet. But she was sitting there judging me. There's another chick who was, like, standing there judging me. And, like, you can come say hi. I was just smiling and having fun. And, you know, I'm the #1 fan. I'm crazy. This is why I got the things that I did for him. The show at my school. This is why it happened. Because I'm crazy. And because I believe so much in this man that I, you know, want things to happen for him. And I make it happen. And his mom was funny. I love his mom. His dad's funny too. His dad was like sort of slightly awkward. It's really adorable. You see where Ricky gets his personality by watching his family. And Allison is beautiful. It was funny. JJ's like, I've never seen a girl that skinny, and then she calls herself fat on Facebook. I'm like, what? So I brought my friend Claire, who'd seen Ricky with me at the Key Club and at Cal Poly, and Mario, who went with me last time I went to Nola's. He also went to the first show ever. I went with Ricky. Mario was with me. So Mario was seeing him his 3rd time. Claire was on her 3rd time. JJ had never seen him before. JJ's my gay boyfriend. I love JJ. He's a sweetheart. I showed him a Rebel Vision where Ricky was dancing, and he's like, "Oh my god, he has pretty eyes. I love his face. He's got a cute face." And then he was like, "Yeah, I like his butt too." And I'm like, "Yeah." JJ's adorable. I love him to death. That was fun. He was abnormally like quiet and like subdued. Normally he's like crazy with me, but I guess because we were around people that he didn't know. But so, and then Ricky, there was a break and people were talking, and then Ricky came out for a second half, and pardon me, I'm really tired. I came back at like 12:30. The only thing keeping me awake was Mountain Dew, because I can't drink Red Bull because I have an ulcer. Stress of my life gave me an ulcer. So I can't drink Red Bull anymore. And like I had like 3 cups of coffee yesterday, and then my ulcer started to hurt, and I was like, oh, that sucks. So I drink Mountain Dew instead, and that gets me just about the same. Anyway, so they did somebody that I used to know, and he was crazy with his moves, and his hair ended up being like a bird. His hair was a bird because he like sprays it down, and then he like headbangs and like whips his hair on it. It gets like that. It's crazy. His hair was a bird. And then part 2, he did You Need a Woman. And I knew that was coming when he started doing You Need a Woman. And I know every nuance to every song. And I've seen him enough times to know when parts of the performance are coming. I knew he was going to come off stage. So I walk up to him, and we end up like next to these like probably the important people in suits. And we start like freaking, and then he like gets down on me, and he starts dancing on them, and I'm like, this is awkward, but it's awesome. And then he did Missing You. I almost cried. I just started school, and it's been super, super stressful. I hate botany. And I forgot that I was friends with Ricky's mom on Facebook, and I posted something inappropriate about botany that I wouldn't want my own mom to see, which is why I blocked her from seeing it on Facebook. But I forgot I had another mom on Facebook. She's like, I heard you don't like botany. I'm like, botany? I don't like it. I posted botany can suck my dick on Facebook, and it can. It can suck my dick. School in general can put its mouth near my nether regions, but botany can suck my dick. It stresses me out, and I don't like botany. And it's just been really, really, really tough. And last week I was like, I need to see live music. I need to see somebody live. Somebody needs to have a live show. Of course, everyone has live shows on Wednesday. Wednesday I go from like 8 a.m. to 6 o'clock at night. And yeah, I got out at 4:30 because I had a midterm, so I was able to make it to Ricky's show. But like, I probably can't really go to any other shows on Wednesdays because it's pushing way too hard. But it's Ricky, so I had to go, you know? It's been really, really tough. And so seeing Ricky live and then hearing that song, and I've been thinking about my friend Tim lately, who unfortunately got to a car crash on 4th of July and died. And it's still something that I'm like wrapping my brain around because I don't understand why he's not here. And so when Missy comes on, I think of him because he was with me when I saw Ricky played at Cal Poly. And is not Tim's genre of music. It's not anything Tim was interested in, but he went because I told him. He went because I was excited about it. And you can see him in the Rebel video. In the Ricky's Rebel video that was filmed at Cal Poly, and you can see him there, standing in the background having fun. And I teased him because because everyone was getting like their cards. Ricky Rebel has cards. They were all getting them signed, and I made fun of Tim because he was getting his sign. I'm like, Tim, you're in line with the girls? He's like, yeah, get a signature. It was on his board. It said, to Tim, all my love, heart, Ricky. And I was like, Tim. So I really miss him. So I almost cried during Missing You. I haven't cried seeing Ricky Ribble yet. I'm saving it for a big moment. I had a dream the other day. It was a huge, huge show. At the very end of it, a huge show, huge stadium. and I'm front and center, and I'm like sobbing, and this is a dream, by the way. It was a huge stadium, sobbing, and Ricky looks down at me, and we like reach up and like hug each other, and like, you did it, like, that is my dream. Is to see him play for thousands of people, and for him to touch their lives like he is mine. I can't explain how much this man means to me. And I got lumped in with some Bieber girls today because I was wearing this shirt, and my teacher's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "It's Ricky Rebel. You don't know him, but you should." He's like, "Oh, Bieber girls got competition." I'm like, no, she doesn't. She doesn't get competition. No. There's no comparison. I mean, I'm sure there's people who've, Justin Bieber has touched their lives and, made their lives better. But, I mean, it's a completely different situation. I'm Ricky's #1 fan. I was there from the beginning. I made things happen. I'm not saying I'm any better than any of the other Rebels. Like, we're all there. We're all together. We're all on the same level. He all has touched our lives in some way. And I just want him to meet them. And just, like, the look on his face as I was explaining, because he had me talk to some big people. Like, this is my #1 fan. And so I started to explain how awesome Ricky is, and how much he needs to go see go other places, play other venues, trying to explain to them, all of this. And just the look on his face, he's proud of me, I'm proud of him, we both love each other, and I am just the luckiest person in the world to be working for him and working for his manager, Paul, who all my heart, all my love goes out to you, dude, because you need to get better. You're going to get better, I know it, because you haven't taught me everything you know yet. You need to teach me. He's gonna be okay. It's not the end. It's not. I know it's not. There's things that need to happen, and there's a future here. And I know it, and I feel it, and I've had it sounds creepy, but every Ricky Rebel related dream I've had has come true in some way. It has. I had a dream that I was at Ricky's show, and he pushed through the crowd, and he found me, and he knew who I was, and he knew my name, and I woke up crying from that dream because I thought it wasn't going to happen. I don't know. I had a dream that we were on Warped Tour with my prayers everywhere, and JJ Gunn was my cuddle buddy on the bus. And I'm not like disregarding any dream I have with Ricky in it ever, because they always come true somehow, in some way. Like, the thought of at least the main point of the dream comes true somehow. And it was such a good show, and I don't know where I went with this. Yeah, I almost cried during Missing You, and then he played Geisha Dance, and this is when they passed out these shirts, and I managed to put the shirt on while doing the dance, because I'm pro like that. And then Tim after, he was like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Allison handed it to me, and I put it on during the dance." I never thought I'd get one, because I didn't have money, and I didn't think they were still selling stuff. Dude, I didn't know you still had merch. I'd buy it. I'll buy it shit ton, dude. Yay! I'm hoping there's an extra shirt somewhere that I can, give away to the Rebels or something. Ricky's amazing. I have a tattoo. I got a tattoo of Ricky's signature. It's in the behind the scenes backstage video of somebody that I used to know shoot. I said that I gotten the signature written out. It says, "Rebel the darkness, shine your light," with his signature. I had him write it out on a piece of paper, and then they scanned it, and they made a copy of it, and they put it on my shoulder, and they tattooed it. Let me see. Let me show you. There you go. Rebel darkness, shine your light. Yes, that's my tattoo. I got it because there was a point in school last year where I was trying to get Ricky on campus to play at Cal Poly, and my parents didn't understand, because I'm in school for biology, right? And they're like, "Why are you doing this? This has no effect on this has no effect on what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. Like, this has no effect on your school. this isn't anything you're going to school for. Why are you doing it? Like, they just didn't understand what I was doing, why I was doing it, why Ricky means so much. My mom was a little shit about it. She gave me so much shit about Ricky, and I just like, Mom, don't you understand? I was like, Mom, he's my hero. And she's like, he's not a hero. He doesn't have a cape. He doesn't fly around saving people. A hero is an ordinary person who make themselves extraordinary. And Gerard Way said that, and he has, like, the best quotes. And, you know, heroes are ordinary people who make themselves extraordinary. And Ricky's an ordinary guy who made himself so extraordinary and so amazing. And he is so genuine about it, and I just love him so much. And he said, rebel the darkness, shine your light, rebel the sadness, don't give up the fight. And there was a day where it was just tough, where everything just sucked. And I wrote it on my arm. And that's something I picked up from Gerard too, and when times get rough, when I get really upset, I write shit on my arm. And usually it's like, stay beautiful, keep it ugly, or like, I'm not afraid to keep on living. But that day, I wrote it on my arm. I wrote Ricky's words on my arm, and I looked at it, and it helped me through the day. And then I wrote it on my whiteboard outside of my dorm. And it was just, everything was going to hell at once. Like, my parents didn't understand. Like, they didn't get it. I was going through terrible breakups, and my ulcer was happening, I couldn't breathe, I was so lost within myself, and, the girls in my hall were, like, completely mean to me. Everything was just going to hell, everything was going to shit, and it was hard, and I was really lost, and it was Ricky, and it was Vampires Everywhere that helped me through it. And I told Michael Vampire this too. And he held my hand, and I have no idea what he said to me, because it was like, he's holding my hand. And it was really loud, like, I have no idea what he said to me, but it was something so genuine. So I was also trying not to squeal over JJ, the drummer. JJ Gunn. He was, it's adorable. Anyway, so, like, I had this on my board. I'd rebel the darkness, shine your light. And I said, I have to rebel the darkness. I have to rebel everything that's holding me down. And I have to do this. I have to. Because I am so much more than what other people think I am. And it's because of Ricky that I'm sort of blossomed into myself. And I'm gonna cry. I just love him so much. And it's really hard to, like, not seem creepy about it. One of these days, we're just gonna have to bus all of the rebels to, like, one spot. And just have them there. He's like, these are my rebels, and it's really, like, me and my friends who I've subjected to multiple stories about Ricky, all the same stories all the time. I need new friends, because they're getting really tired of me talking about Ricky endlessly. Every other word in my mouth is Ricky Rebel, and if it's not Ricky Rebel, it's like Chantal, or Chantal, Claret, Jimmy Kill, or lately, every other word on my mouth is Ricky Rebel. I talk about him all the time. I talk about everybody. I mention him a day, because the girl was like, who's on your shirt? I'm like, oh, it's Ricky Rebel. She's like, oh, I've never heard of him. Like, I know you haven't. It's okay. I'm kind of tired of being a Ricky hipster. I'm really tired of it. People gotta know who this guy is. I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of nobody knowing who he is. I think that's why I talk about him so much, because I'm just fucking tired of nobody knowing who this guy is. You have to know him. You need to know him. I'm crossing my fingers that reality show, because then I won't be alone. I won't be the only one who knows how awesome he is. I can't be the only one. He's so awesome. He's too awesome for me to be the only one. Rachel, you're crazy is showing. I love him so much. And people would, and I wonder how they don't know I'm creepy. So this girl's like, who's that? I'm like, it's Ricky Rebel. She's like, oh, what kind of music do you play? Like pop rocky, like if you like Madonna, like David Bowie, Adam Lambert. He opened for David Bowie at one point. She goes, yeah, like David Bowie impersonator, hence the finger quotes. Do not know what these are. We're at a 4-year university. a nap. So, Nola's show was awesome. There should be a picture of all of us. I haven't seen it. It said Allison tagged me on Facebook, but I can't find the picture. So, I don't know what happened. Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew. Why do I always end my videos so awkward?